What is up, people? Today we got a massive e-bike with a 3,000 watt motor that can peak up to 3,800 watts with a massive battery. This is a 60 volt, 70 amp hour battery, and this is the Eahora Romeo Ultra. Let's check it out. Okay, so the Eahora Romeo Ultra is a pretty heavy bike. This thing weighs 223 pounds with the battery. The battery is 36.6 pounds. I am 5'10", and I'm a little bit tippy-toes, but you know, I can flat-footed for the most part. On Eahora's website, it says this thing can go from 104 to 235 miles with pedal assist, or 70 to 76 miles just full throttle. The max weight capacity is 330 pounds. The rider should be 5'7" to 6'4", and this thing can go up to 42 miles an hour. Okay, so since we covered the speed and the range of this e-bike, I know you guys want to know how much this e-bike costs. This thing right now is $2,600. All right, now I'm behind the camera because I know you guys don't want to see my face anyway, but let's do a little walk around tour on this e-bike. As you guys can see, this thing looks super aggressive. I don't even know what to call this e-bike, you know? It's like a motorcycle, mountain bike, it's full squish. Look at them tires. Look at that, and check this out right here. Look at that massive disc brake. We're gonna talk about the specs of this e-bike real quick after this little walk around. Typical banana seat from Eahora. So there are two versions of this e-bike. This right here is the Romeo Ultra, and this right here, hold on, is the Romeo Ultra 2. It's $1,000 more, but you know, it's way better than this one. All right, let's start with the motor. This one is a 3,000 watt motor that can peak up to 3,800 watts. It's a little bit bigger in diameter than your typical 750 to 1,000 watt motor. Eahora branding on the top, nothing too special. It's just way more powerful than your regular e-bike. And the battery, like what I said, is a 60 volt, 70 amp hour battery, and this is the biggest e-bike battery I've ever seen in my life. So on my other Romeo e-bike, the battery is actually like flushed right here. On this one, it's like they put another battery on top, and it's pretty heavy. It's 36 pounds. Comment down below if this is the biggest e-bike battery you guys ever seen on the internet. The controller is stuck in this little compartment right here, so you know it's safe, but I can hear a little bit of humming when the bike is on, when I'm using the throttle. The cranks, I wish the cranks are a little bit shorter, but you know, it's all right. When I received this e-bike, I actually had a couple of issues because the kickstand was so bent that it was actually rubbing on the rotor. And this crank right here was bent in that it was actually scraping this right here. So I contacted Eahora. 3 days later, I got a replacement crank, and actually they sent me a chainring as well. So pretty quick, good customer service. I was still able to use the bike because this bike is like, it's meant for throttling, you know, the pedals, yeah, you just put your feet in there, but you can still pedal it, you know, you can still help the motor to save battery. Let's go back to the motor real quick. The motor actually has 120 Newton meters of torque, and the battery, you can charge it from 8 hours to 12 hours. It came with a 7 amp quick charger. Down here, we got a decent dual piston hydraulic brakes paired with a massive 240 millimeter rotors. That's what I'm talking about. They know what they're doing on these fast bikes. Always put wider rotors on bikes like this. Take a closer look at those high quality brake pads right there, and look how thick that rotor is. Look at that. Beautiful. We got spoked rims sitting on 26x4 black cat tires. Look at the thread pattern of this one. Look at that. This thing is absolutely a motorcycle tire right there. Decent pair of plastic fenders. I like plastic fenders because they never rust. Dual crown fork that has 6 inches of travel. You got your compression knob right here and your preload knob right here. And based on my experience, the fork actually performs better than my old Romeo e-bike. Nice LED light that is actually pretty bright and has good styling, and you can turn it on and off right here with this button. All right, let's check out the cockpit. This is what you see when you're riding this e-bike. This is not included, and this is not included, but everything else is included. We got a nice pair of rubber grips right here. This one doesn't move, but this one moves full throttle. The screen is 3.5 inches. I think it's the exact same display that I got on my old Eahora Romeo e-bike. You got the controls right here, plus, minus for your pedal assist. If you hold this button, you know, the headlight will turn on and off. This will, you know, turn on and off the bike. And this right here is your infotainment. We got a nice Eahora branded hydraulic brakes right there that actually has a reservoir that way you can see the level of your hydraulic fluid. All right, now let's check out the suspension. This thing is actually working like a dream. You got a little bit of adjustment right here in this knob, And right here, you can actually turn this to adjust it. I was a little bit worried that the seat might hit the fender. So the other day I tried it, I was smacking my butt here as hard as I can. You know, my wife was watching me, I look weird, but yeah, she said it's not gonna happen. It gets close, but it's not gonna happen. Maybe the way they designed the shock. But yeah, this shock is actually better than my old Eahora Romeo e-bike. I don't know, I think all these components right here are upgraded. I don't know, but this thing rides like a dream. Down here, we got a 7-speed Shimano Tourney drivetrain paired with a medium-sized chainring. I wish they just eliminated the drivetrain or the gears, but hey, I guess it's always good to have some extra gears. And of course, you know, you can shift that using this 7-speed Shimano shifter. The seat looks just like my old Eahora Romeo seat, you know, typical classic Eahora Romeo banana seat. It's pretty comfy. Like what I said, the shock is a little bit different. It's a little bit more comfier. I'm actually able to, like, you know, rip this trail right here a little bit faster on this one. So pretty comfy. I'm gonna try to do it again, see if the seat will actually hit the fender. I mean, I'm literally jumping right now, so I don't think it's gonna do it. So to use this e-bike, you actually have to hold the brakes, the brake levers for the throttle to work, because when I turned it on and I was just throttling, I was like, how come this is not working? So I contacted Eahora and they told me to read the manual and you'll figure it out. No, they told me that, you know, I actually have to hold the brake levers for like 2 seconds and it will go. All right, what are we waiting for? Let's go. All right, we're gonna do a speed test on the road real quick. Not on the trails because my camera person is not skilled riding on trails, so we're gonna do the speed test on the road. Let's get it. Three, two, one, let's go. See how fast this thing can go. All right. 25, 29, 30. I want to see 40 miles an hour here. All right, so on my speedometer it says 41 miles an hour. That's it, 41, close enough to 42. I'm gonna use my GPS speedometer later just to make sure. All right, so my camera person has finally retired because she couldn't keep up. Now I got my GPS app right here. Let's see how fast I can go. Let's get it, dude. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, come on. 39, 40. 40 miles an hour. Come on, you can go faster than that. 41. Okay, looks like max speed we got right now is 41. That's it. 41 miles an hour, close enough. On the bike display, it says 43.4. Right here, 41. It's doing about 2,500 watts. I wonder if I can change some settings here and make this e-bike a little bit more faster. Definitely a super fun bike. Holy cow. It handles really nice. All right, let's go to the woods. Matter of fact, I haven't even tested the pedal assist on this thing yet, so let's do pedal assist 1. You know, as soon as I got on this bike, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna pedal. This is not a pedal bike. All right, pedal assist 1, about 12 miles an hour. Pedal assist 2. Yeah, that's why I don't wanna pedal this. Pedal assist 2 is already going 26 miles an hour. Let's ghost pedal on pedal assist 3, see what happens. Yeah, all right, I think pedal assist 2, that's it. That's the only pedal assist I'm gonna use. That's the max pedal assist I'm gonna use on this e-bike. All right, now let's do just throttle and let's hit the woods. Let's send it. Full speed, well not full speed because you know, this thing is pretty fast for them trails. And I've been riding for 25 miles now and so far I got 88% left on my battery. Matter of fact, let's do a little hill climb test in the woods. There's a little bit of hill over here. Dang, this thing corners really nice too. Holy cow. All right, it's a little dark over here. Let's test this out in the river trail. It's like a boat ramp steep, you know? It's not super steep, but it's steep enough for our test. You know, there's no mountains here. So this is all we got. Oh yeah, that water looks really nice. Hill climb test, let's get it. Not pedaling, just throttle. Oh yeah, it sends. Holy cow, I need to dial in my suspension on the front. But you know what, I'll leave it alone. So hill climb test, about 19 miles an hour, and it feels like it still want to go. All right, let's hit this trail right here. Let's beat this thing up. Let's go. Wow, I'm already 24 miles an hour, 25. Holy cow, this is so much fun. And it rides really smooth. I mean, this trail right here is super rooty. It's not flat at all. On my camera, it looks flat, but this thing is rough. You know what? I might need to adjust my suspension. Adjust it, let's do it. Maybe it'll help a little bit. But you know what? Imagine if we're actually riding the Romeo Ultra 2. That one has an air forks, dual motor, all that kind of stuff. So that one probably rides really well. So now, as you guys can see, I'm throttling. I have to hold the throttle again. And there we go. I don't like it. I don't like it. I wish I could turn it off. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I think I need to adjust my front rotor, dial it in. But man, so far, so good. This is so much fun. Holy cow. I gotta slow down here. There's plenty of pine straws on the ground. I feel confident though, because of the brakes. The brakes are pretty dang good. Actually, I need to do a brake check test real quick. On the road, of course, because if I do it here, I'm gonna wipe out all these pine straws. I wanna send it so hard, but you know, maybe not here. Man, brake check. Ooh. Brakes are definitely really good off-road. Let's do a brake check on the road. Ooh, I gotta slow down here. I am having so much fun. Holy cow. Woo! All right. My rotor is, everything is tight. I just need to adjust it. We'll do that at home. Let's hit a little bit of gravel. Oh yeah, perfect for gravel. Oh yeah. Holy moly. All right. This thing is stupid powerful. The acceleration is not like superb, but the top speed, the brakes, the comfort, the handling, it's really, really nice. Woo-hoo. I don't even want to make this video. I just want to ride now. Let's go. It's unbelievable how nimble it is. And you know what I noticed? It is top heavy. Like, you know, because of the battery. The battery's pretty heavy. All right, brake check in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. 240 millimeter rotors. Superb, man. Primo. All right, let's go to the boat ramp and let's do a legit hill climb test. It's low tide right now, so I can go to the steepest area. Steepest part of the boat ramp. All right, let's slow down here. Yeah, my rotors are definitely, the front rotor is definitely scraping. Okay, all the way down here. All the way down. Let's get it. All right, hill climb test. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. There we go. It climbs. Just needs a little bit of momentum. I'm not pedaling. So there you go. About 10 miles an hour on the boat ramp. Good stuff. Dang. Should have checked everything before I started riding this thing. I'm not gonna lie, this is now probably my favorite e-bike. I got plenty of e-bikes at the house, but this one is remarkable. You know, it's a heavy bike, especially, you know, because of the battery. Battery's 36 pounds. But when you're riding it, you don't feel the weight at all. You know, it still feels like a regular e-bike, but it rides pretty nimble. I mean, I could probably stand up without holding on the bar. See that? I can literally stand on it. It's just, I got full control of the e-bike when I'm riding it. And I feel really, really confident because of the brakes. Yeah, I'm not even like, all right, full speed, brake check, and 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I'm not even like squeezing the rear brake because I don't want to skid, because I'm trying to save these tires, because these tires are just, they're really nice. I like it. I really, really like it, especially in the trails. It rides so good. The grip is amazing. Matter of fact, let me turn on the cruise control. That way I can be silly for a little bit. See if I can do that really quick. I just hold the plus and minus button, go down to advanced settings, press the I button, go down here to cruise, and turn it on. There we go. Done, just like that. Go back, exit, done. Gotta hold the brake levers again. All right, and it's so windy right now, I don't even know if this microphone is working. All right, now we're on cruise control. So who is this e-bike for? If you like to commute with your bike, this is probably it. You know, if you go to school, maybe if you're a student or a DoorDasher, you can actually mount a rack at the back of this e-bike. You're gonna be riding this e-bike for days before you drain the batteries. So that's gonna be my next video about this e-bike. I'm gonna try to drain the battery in one day. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'm gonna try it. And this cruise control, man, it's a clutch. Look at me, trying to be silly. Let's do a little bit of neighborhood check real quick. Oh yeah, them brakes. The more I use the brakes, the more it gets better, you know? The first thing that got into my mind as soon as I started riding this is fun. It's like I don't even want to finish this video anymore. It's so much fun to ride it. All right, so there you have it, guys, the Eahora Romeo Ultra. I'm not gonna lie, this is now my personal favorite. It's fast, the range is crazy, it looks sick, it handles really good, it rides comfortable. The only thing I don't like about it right now is that safety feature that I have to hold the brake lever for like 2 seconds before it go. But overall, I really, really like this e-bike. For the price, it's a lot of bike and a lot of range. So if you guys are interested about this e-bike, check out my affiliate link down in the description. I might have a little bit of coupon code down there for you guys. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep pedaling, ride safe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.